When managing diabetes, every food and drink choice matters, including something as basic as the milk we add to our morning tea or cereal. For many, milk is a daily staple. But did you know that not all types of milk are created equal when it comes to blood sugar control? Some can silently spike glucose levels, while others can support better insulin response. Milk contains natural sugars, proteins, and fats, but depending on the source and how it's processed, its impact on a diabetic's health can vary widely. In recent years, plant-based milks have gained popularity, but are they actually better than traditional dairy milk for someone with diabetes? Or is it all just clever marketing? Choosing the right milk can make a big difference in your blood sugar levels, weight management, and even how satisfied you feel after a meal. That's why in this video, we'll explore the top 5 milk options that are not only safe for diabetics, but may actually help in keeping blood sugar more stable throughout the day. Before we get started, here's something to think about. Do you know which type of milk has the lowest impact on your blood sugar, and why most people get it wrong? Stay with us as we reveal the best milk options for diabetes, starting with one that might already be sitting in your kitchen, but used the wrong way. Milk number 1, unsweetened almond milk. If you're looking for a milk that supports blood sugar control without sacrificing taste, unsweetened almond milk is one of the top choices for people with diabetes. It's low in carbohydrates, contains healthy fats, and is often fortified with vitamins like calcium and vitamin D, making it a smart substitute for traditional dairy. A typical cup of unsweetened almond milk has just 1 to 2 grams of carbohydrates and around 30 to 40 calories. This means it won't cause a sudden rise in blood glucose levels. Since almond milk is plant-based, it also contains no lactose, which can be easier on digestion for some people. But the real benefit lies in its glycemic index, which is extremely low. That means it's absorbed slowly, helping to avoid sugar spikes after meals. Almonds themselves are rich in magnesium, a mineral linked to improved insulin sensitivity. Some brands preserve this benefit in the milk form. However, one key point to remember: not all almond milk is safe for diabetics. Many versions sold in stores come sweetened, even if they seem healthy on the surface. These can contain hidden sugars that may disrupt blood sugar control. Always check the label for unsweetened and keep an eye out for added gums or preservatives if you're aiming for clean ingredients. Another bonus: unsweetened almond milk is quite versatile. You can add it to your tea, coffee, smoothies, or even cook with it without changing the flavor of your meals. For diabetics trying to manage their glucose levels, shed a few pounds, or reduce inflammation, unsweetened almond milk checks all the boxes. Milk number 2, flax milk. Flax milk might not be as common as almond or soy, but it's a hidden gem for people with diabetes. Made by blending cold-pressed flaxseed oil with water, this plant-based milk is naturally low in carbohydrates and sugar, making it an excellent option for keeping blood sugar levels steady. A cup of unsweetened flax milk typically contains 0 to 1 gram of carbohydrates and about 25 to 50 calories depending on the brand. It has no lactose, no cholesterol, and is often enriched with nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin B12, nutrients many diabetics can benefit from, especially if they follow a restricted or plant-based diet. One of flax milk's greatest strengths lies in its omega-3 fatty acids, particularly ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. These healthy fats are known for their anti-inflammatory effects and have been linked to better heart health, improved insulin sensitivity, and lower blood pressure, all important factors for people managing diabetes. Unlike cow's milk, flax milk doesn't have any naturally occurring sugars. That makes it ideal for people looking to minimize glucose spikes after meals. Plus, flax seeds have been shown in studies to help lower fasting blood sugar and improve cholesterol levels, especially in people with type 2 diabetes. Still, not all flax milk is created equal. Always go for the unsweetened version. Some flavored types can sneak in several grams of sugar per serving, which may cancel out its blood sugar benefits. Its mild, nutty flavor also makes it a flexible choice for smoothies, baking, cereal, or even a glass on its own. Flax milk isn't just safe for diabetics, it's designed to support long-term metabolic health. Milk number 3, unsweetened soy milk. Unsweetened soy milk has long been a go-to dairy alternative, and for people with diabetes, it offers several key advantages. It's rich in plant-based protein, low in carbohydrates, and contains compounds that may actually improve blood sugar control over time. A typical cup of unsweetened soy milk contains 3 to 4 grams of carbohydrates, 7 grams of protein, and around 80 to 100 calories. That protein content is especially important. It helps slow the digestion of carbohydrates and promotes a feeling of fullness, which can reduce overeating or snacking later in the day. Soybeans, the main ingredient in soy milk, are naturally high in isoflavones, plant compounds that have been studied for their potential to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. This can be beneficial for managing type 2 diabetes, where both insulin resistance and chronic inflammation are common challenges. Compared to cow's milk, soy milk has a much lower glycemic index, meaning it causes a slower, more stable rise in blood sugar. And since it's lactose-free, it's also suitable for those with lactose intolerance, a common condition that can affect digestion and nutrient absorption. But here's the catch. Many commercial soy milk brands come sweetened or flavored. Even a vanilla label can hide several grams of added sugar. Always choose unsweetened soy milk and check the ingredients list to avoid unnecessary additives. Fortified versions often include calcium, vitamin D, and B12, nutrients many diabetics may lack, especially if they follow a plant-based diet. Its creamy texture and neutral taste make it ideal for everything from tea to cooking. For diabetics, soy milk offers not just a dairy alternative, but a functional food that supports both nutrition and blood sugar stability. Milk number 4, cow's milk, low fat or skim. Cow's milk is a traditional choice in many households, but for people with diabetes, it requires careful consideration. While it's a natural source of protein, calcium, and vitamin D, its carbohydrate content comes from lactose, a natural sugar that can affect blood sugar levels. A cup of low-fat or skim cow's milk contains about 12 grams of carbohydrates, 8 grams of protein, and 80 to 100 calories. The protein is helpful for promoting fullness and balancing blood sugar, especially when paired with fiber-rich foods. However, because of its carb content, it should be consumed in controlled portions. Choosing low-fat or skim varieties over whole milk is important. Whole milk is high in saturated fat, which can raise cholesterol levels and contribute to insulin resistance, both of which are concerning for diabetics. Skim or 1% milk offers the same nutrients without the excess fat, helping support heart health and weight control. One of the benefits of cow's milk is that it's widely available and naturally rich in calcium, vitamin B12, and potassium, nutrients essential for bone strength, nerve health, and blood pressure regulation. These nutrients are often harder to find in plant-based milks unless they're fortified. That said, cow's milk may not be ideal for every diabetic, especially those who are lactose intolerant or sensitive to insulin spikes. If you're using milk frequently, it's best to test your blood sugar afterward to see how your body responds. In moderation, low-fat cow's milk can still be part of a balanced diabetic diet, but it's all about portion control and pairing it with other low GI foods to slow down the absorption of sugars. Milk number 5, coconut milk, unsweetened. Coconut milk, especially the unsweetened variety, offers a unique set of benefits for people with diabetes. It's naturally low in carbohydrates and doesn't contain lactose, making it a smart option for those looking to reduce blood sugar spikes while still enjoying a creamy texture in their drinks or meals. A cup of unsweetened coconut milk beverage, not the thick canned version, usually contains 1 to 2 grams of carbohydrates, 40 to 50 calories, and 4 to 5 grams of fat, mostly in the form of medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs. These MCTs are easily digested and have been studied for their potential to improve metabolism and insulin function. The glycemic index of coconut milk is very low, meaning it won't cause sudden increases in blood sugar. And while it's not high in protein, it can be fortified with calcium, vitamin D, and B12, key nutrients that support diabetic health. Another advantage of coconut milk is its satiety factor. Thanks to its healthy fat content, it can help you feel full longer, which is helpful in managing appetite and avoiding unhealthy snacking between meals. But here's where caution is needed. Many store-bought coconut milks, especially those labeled as original or vanilla, are sweetened with added sugars. These hidden sugars can easily turn a healthy choice into a glucose-spiking mistake. Always choose versions clearly marked as unsweetened and read the label closely. The flavor of coconut milk pairs well with both sweet and savory dishes. It works in smoothies, curries, coffee, and even some desserts without affecting blood sugar significantly, if you stick to the right kind. For diabetics seeking a low-carb, flavorful milk alternative, unsweetened coconut milk is a safe and satisfying choice. Bonus milk number 6, pea milk, unsweetened. Pea milk might not be on everyone's radar, but it's quickly gaining attention as a nutrient-rich, blood sugar-friendly milk alternative, especially for people with diabetes. Made from yellow split peas, this plant-based milk is surprisingly high in protein, low in carbs, and free from common allergens like soy, nuts, and lactose. 1 cup of unsweetened pea milk offers about 8 grams of protein, 0 to 2 grams of carbohydrates, and roughly 70 to 80 calories. That protein content is almost equal to cow's milk, but without the natural sugars that can cause blood sugar to rise. This makes it especially helpful for blood sugar stability and satiety. Pea protein is also rich in branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, which support muscle health and may improve insulin sensitivity. In addition, many brands fortify pea milk with calcium, vitamin D, iron, and B12, important nutrients for diabetic health and overall wellness. What sets pea milk apart is its neutral taste and smooth texture. It doesn't overpower other ingredients, making it an ideal base for teas, cereals, shakes, and even soups. And because it's allergen-free, it's a safe choice for people with multiple dietary restrictions. However, as with all milk alternatives, not all pea milk is created equal. Flavored or sweetened versions can contain several grams of added sugar, turning a diabetic-friendly option into a potential blood sugar threat. Always go for versions labeled clearly as unsweetened. Pea milk might be new to many, but for diabetics, it's a powerful choice, combining high protein, low carbs, and rich nutrients without the downsides of traditional dairy. Milk number 7. Goat milk. Moderation is key. Goat milk is less commonly consumed than cow's milk, but it has some unique qualities that make it worth considering, especially for people with diabetes. It has a slightly different nutritional profile, is easier to digest for many people, and may offer certain benefits when consumed in controlled amounts. 1 cup of goat milk provides about 9 to 11 grams of carbohydrates, 8 grams of protein, and roughly 140 to 170 calories, depending on the fat content. Like cow's milk, it contains natural sugar in the form of lactose, which means it can still raise blood sugar levels. However, the rise tends to be slower because of its fat and protein content. What sets goat milk apart is its digestibility. Its fat globules are smaller than those in cow's milk, and it contains less alpha-S1 casein, a type of protein that some people are sensitive to. This can make goat milk easier on the stomach and less inflammatory for those with mild dairy intolerances. Goat milk is also naturally rich in calcium, potassium, phosphorus, and vitamin A, nutrients essential for bone health, heart function, and vision. It even contains medium-chain fatty acids, like those in coconut milk, which are quickly metabolized and less likely to be stored as body fat. For diabetics, the key is portion control. Because goat milk still contains a moderate amount of natural sugars, it's not suitable for high-volume consumption, like water or unsweetened almond milk. But when used correctly, it can be a nutrient-dense addition to your diet. Pairing it with high-fiber foods or proteins, such as oatmeal, chia pudding, or eggs, can further reduce its glycemic impact. One caution: some brands sell sweetened flavored goat milk or versions with added syrups. Always choose plain, full-fat, or low-fat goat milk with no added sugars. If you're lactose sensitive but want to enjoy a dairy-based option, goat milk might offer a better tolerated alternative than cow's milk. In summary, goat milk is not off limits for diabetics, but it should be used wisely, sparingly, and as part of a balanced meal. With the right portions and combinations, it can support both nutrition and digestive health without spiking your blood sugar unnecessarily. Managing diabetes doesn't mean you have to give up milk. It means choosing the right kind. Whether you prefer plant-based or traditional dairy, the key is to focus on low-carb, unsweetened options that support stable blood sugar, deliver essential nutrients, and fit your personal health needs. We explored 6 powerful choices: unsweetened almond milk, flax milk, soy milk, low-fat cow's milk, unsweetened coconut milk, and the often overlooked unsweetened pea milk. Each has its own benefits, but they all share one important feature. They're low on the glycemic index and help reduce sudden spikes in blood glucose. But here's the truth. Even the best milk can work against you if it's sweetened, overly processed, or consumed in large quantities without balance. Always read the labels, choose unsweetened versions, and be mindful of how your body responds. For some people, even healthy options need adjustment, based on individual blood sugar reactions. Here's a question to think about. Which milk do you currently use? And after hearing these 6, are you thinking of switching? Small choices like this, when made consistently, can support better blood sugar control, reduce cravings, and make a real difference in your long-term health. Don't just follow trends. Choose based on knowledge, and always test what works best for your body. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us reach more people who are trying to live healthier lives with diabetes, and encourages us to keep bringing you clear, practical advice that truly makes a difference. Stay informed, stay balanced, and choose your milk wisely.